better light. I had a little bit of pizza. I'm back. I'm bigger than ever because big is better. The 6000 SUX right here. All right. So we're going to assemble our first guy here. We're going to glue him. And then we're going to jump right into painting him because I don't feel that we have to worry too much about it. I'm going straight for the McCrag Blue Air. But since I don't have a real air pistol brush, I'm just going to brush it on. It'll work smoothly. I've done it once before. It's no big deal. Let's get some water here. Let's get the big brush. Let's get the... I've taken care of all these. I've got them all... What's that word? All prepared, all cleaned, all looking good. And I used a technique that I picked up from, I don't know, this Italian guy, the Spanish guy, I'm not real sure. Sorastar, Sorastro, one of those guys, where you shape the bristles after you restore and clean and restore them with fucking hair glue. Not hair glue. What is that stuff? Pomade. Pomade. It's thicker than Brill cream. It dries hard, not like Brill cream does. That should be pretty good. Yep, nice and soft. We'll put this water over here. We've got our glue here. Let's start putting ourselves together here. Now, if I remember right, this is one of the more complex ones. Yep. This thing's got to have this go into place first. This is the Sargenty guy. This is the guy who's got his helmet off to the side here. I don't understand how this one works. If I was smart, I would look at the instructions. But I am neither smart nor worried about instructions. As my pop used to say, instructions are only to tell you what you're doing wrong. That's a ridiculous thing to tell a little kid when he's putting together his first airplane. But what are you going to do? I was 6 and that plane flew, so who cares? Get some good glue in there. Get some good glue in there. Get it on the edges. Right. Oh, wait, that third piece needs to go in first. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, boy. Get out of there before you dry. Come here. Alright, it's drying rapidly. Got to get this together. Alright. That side looks pretty good. That side looks pretty good. Oh, that's upside down. All right. Not too shabby. We'll set him and his stuff aside. Let him dry for a minute. Oh. Oh dear. Something's wrong here. I didn't complete something. And I don't know which fucking guy that is. You know what? I'll come back to him. That was dumb. Let's talk about these two guys. I had the most wonderful blueberry and chocolate chip ice cream after my sausage and pepperoni pizza. It was also good. It just occurred to me that that might have sounded like Borat. That was not what I was looking for. While I did enjoy the two movies, I would not call myself a fan. The kind of guys who become, quote, fans of that kind of humor rather than just enjoying it for what it is, which is a ridiculous goddamn movie with some really intensely crude humor, and being a fan, yeah, they're different people. I don't know what to tell you, man. I got opinions. Most of my opinions revolve around media, because that's what I've got in my life, because I'm a pathetic little man that hasn't married by 50. And that would be one thing under one set of circumstances and another thing under another, and we will not discuss which circumstances are which. The previous video is now up on YouTube if you wish to re-review it. That's fine, nothing wrong with that. I wish those idiots would stop texting me. Fucking busy. Everybody in their family's got vaccines. I've been vaccinated. I was happy to be vaccinated. I was losing my mind not being vaccinated. But my family is usually about one sandwich away from destitute, so it's very difficult for them to get places to get vaccinations. It's only because my boss is a terribly understanding person that I was able to take the time off to get my mom vaccinated, because very few people in that family drive. When they do, they work. But whatever. The point of that was these guys keep texting me because they got all their family Easter stuff happening, and I'm home by myself. Good. These things all fit really nicely. They're a tad tight. I don't know what the fool next door is doing. He's been running a power tool for... actually, since I broke the last time. So, more than an hour. I mean... the hell could he be doing? He blew all the leaves out last week. Yeah, it was a little bit breezy this week, but I mean, this is the third time he's done it since he came back, and he just won't stop making noise. It's driving me nuts. A couple more guys, they can start painting the first one. You're not going to like the way I do it. Well, that's not so bad at all. It was a little weird. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. I ain't gonna grab that right. Let's open this back up. Oh, shit. Did I lose everything? Nope. Whew. Okay. It would not be the first time I lost pieces trying to get them back apart. I lost a Tau Pathfinder head for damn near a year because it popped off. And I couldn't find it. I cleaned out everything under my desk, everything under the bed. I cleaned out literally everything everywhere. And I swear to God, I never saw the damn thing. Oh, it's pulling one of those, huh? It's pulling one of those. Oh, I'll go together. No, I won't. I have a thing for that. Some of you guys would use... Some of you guys would use rubber bands. I would find that insufficient. Look at that. How's that look for you? You dig that? Where's the camera? I'm just going to set him down. Probably have to do the same thing for his twin. So yeah, I could not find that goddamn Tau fucking Pathfinder head for a year. A year, man. Imagine looking for a mini piece for a year. How irritated would you be? You finally put that goddamn thing away, and you're like, nope, I've had it with this, don't want nothing to do with it. You clean out again, and you're vacuuming, and you hear... You're like, was that a bit of grit? Was that some money? Oh, the treasure of the Sierra Madre. And it's not. It's a Tau Pathfinder head. Whatever. Right. So, the majority of these bodies are ready. We'll put these aside. That's going to sit for a while. I can already tell you're going to wonder how I'm going to get that done with just using my hands. Well, key is I'm just going to use my hands. Some people have very big problems with using your hands. I don't understand it. It's just friggin' paint, man. Correct something later if it comes to it, then go from there. Wow, that's kind of messy. I do love these little bottles, though. They're practically free from Michaels. Now, since this is air, you don't have to thin this. But you will need a couple of coats. Definitely need several coats because this is almost down to the consistency of a wash. And it doesn't like this primer. But once I get this coat on, it'll dry well enough. And just so you know, this is Army Painter Flat White Primer. Wow, it does not want to take that knee pad. But again, it's super thin, so many coats will not bother anything. Just don't go batshit with it. Or I should say, I just shouldn't go batshit with it. Wow, maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe I should go back to the regular and thin it down. Or maybe I should use the regular, this crappy airbrush I got. You know, it's one of those $20 testers, you know? Just got to keep moving this shit is what it is. It'll dry and the next coat will come. Now, as a primer, I mean, this has usually done me pretty well. But I don't think McCrag Air really digs it, is what it is. Practically dry brushing it on at this point. But again, you just keep moving it, and it evens out. That'll do, right? That'll do well enough. Oh yeah, that's the guy I gotta find the... Nope, he's good. We can do him. Hello, let go. Whoa, that got a little thick there. Just move it around, move it around. You know, you can literally comment any way you want. If you're here, if you see this, if you disagree with anything I'm doing, you go right ahead and talk about it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to tell you any kind of bullshit about, well, this is my stream and you're not going to talk to me like that. Brr, see? Brr. You know, it's not a freedom of speech thing. It's just that I'm not going to be affected. I'm just not going to do things your way. And I don't care if you pull out that, well, my way is the right way because it was the right way because it's my way. What? It's my way because it's the right way. You know, I determined what everyone else is doing, and I found the right way to do it, and that's the way I do it. You know, if that works for you, sing hallelujah. Can't care. I'm not going to stop you and tell you you should do things the way I do. All I ask is that you give me that same courtesy. Just move it around, it'll be all right. bit of a pain in the ass. I expected it to cover better. But just a couple of minutes there, and it'll need another coat, yeah, but it's still going to look good. When it gets the other coat, you know. Why am I talking to you? You can't care what I say. You're not here. You're not watching. You're never gonna see this stream. I streamed for a year. Like literally a year. I streamed all kinds of popular games. I streamed Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War. I streamed World of Warcraft on the new expansion at the time, BFA. I streamed the new Doom. I streamed Hearthstone. I streamed Left 4 Dead. I streamed all kinds of stuff. Nobody noticed. There was not one subscriber I had that wasn't somebody I already knew. Not one. So I know that no one is watching and listening to this. So I know I can get away with damn near anything. I can sing stupid songs that I'm making up as I go. Move it around, get a second coat in. Move it around. Let it dry a little, move it around. The second coat will look okay. Just gotta keep moving it. As long as you keep moving it, it'll keep smoothing. That's the thing. Moving equals smoothing. And the thing is, I haven't decided how I'm gonna fill these lines in, you know? I got Tamiya panel line marker, which is the most amazing substance on the fucking planet. I dig it. It does all kinds of neat stuff for me. I don't know if these lines will be worthwhile. See, I still have a lot of habits to break from, regular models, like, quote, real models, airplanes and Gundams. And actually, I never built a Gundam. That's a lie. I was always a Macross guy, a Robotech guy. I built quite a few of them. When I was in Korea, I was able to find lots and lots of anime models. I don't know if anime models in the early 90s were just something Korean kids dug, or if I was just really lucky and found a shop in the right spot doing the right things at the right time. That's probably what it was, honestly. Well, at least Duncan would be proud. These are going to be two thin coats. Yeah, this stuff really isn't meant to be brushed. I'm not going to do this with the rest of them. Well, I mean, I'll do this squad like this because it's too bloody late. But I know Andrew's going to watch this and be like, "What the hell did you do, dude? You shouldn't have used that." I'm like, yeah, I know. I'll figure it out. It's the end result, not the process. Wow, this one's really not taking it at all. Let's set that bad boy aside, go back to some more. Actually, I don't need my wet palette in the way. I'm not using that right now. I really want to find a different primer. This Army Painter stuff is super cheap. I found it for as little as $9.99 in some places. But God in heaven, it's iffy. If the humidity isn't just right, if the temperature isn't just right, I mean, I used it to prime my first Tau force, which was all white. But it wouldn't take any other fucking paint. And that just doesn't make sense. It's a primer. Its one purpose is to facilitate taking paint. You know what? On the rest of them, I am going to use that shitty airbrush. This is obviously meant to go a whole lot thinner and a whole lot more even. These are going to look splotchy. But you know what? I'm going to find a way to cover that up. I'm going to find a way to correct that. Some of this stuff doesn't even have to be blue anyway, so who cares? As long as these are sufficiently dry, when I go for the second coat, it'll even all out. I know it. I just know it. Move it around, get a second coat on. Move it around, make sure it's smooth. Like a smooth criminal. Boop, 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 boop. Just got struck by YouTube for humming a fucking song. Yeah, what is it with YouTube these days, man? Are you sure that this isn't going to offend the sensibilities of the little children there? Well, no. I mean, it might, but I didn't make it for them, so they can suck a dick. See, that's better. That's much better. That looks better. Yeah, it gets darker and Great. Now I got to go to the doctor tomorrow with a blue fucking nose. Maybe I'm putting too much on to begin with. How about that? But I kind of want it to be thin. Because I want the white to brighten everything up. That's why I do that. A lot of people like black. And they're just like, well, everything covers black. I mean, yeah, but the whole idea of layers is the stuff underneath it comes through. I like stuff bright. I don't. When they talk grim dark, I mean, sometimes they get a little too literal with the dark part. You know what I'm saying? Why shouldn't the Tau be ridiculously bright white? Why shouldn't the white scars be ridiculously white bright? You're an 8-foot killing machine dropping in from space. Stealth is not the big thing here. Now, you know what else kills me? The quote, weathering. You know, if you're a World War II tank, yes, I absolutely understand that you've been through some shit and you're going to have some dings, you're going to be a little dirty. But you know what? As a soldier, I had to have my shit clean. The sergeants and the captain and the lieutenant, they did not fucking care if I had used that. If that shit was dirty, I was in fucking trouble. I had to clean my shit. So it occurs to me that seeing Space Marines, who are the paragons of discipline and martial prowess throughout the galaxy, if they can't keep their shit clean, then what's the, is any of that true? Probably not, because, man, you need to have some discipline to keep this shit clean. If I literally had one piece of sand on my weapon, I would spend the rest of the afternoon cleaning it. And they didn't care what was going on. They didn't care. You're going to clean that fucking thing, and you're going to learn discipline. Because discipline saves your life. So your shit's going to be clean. Which is why I hate seeing cosplayers doing stormtroopers. They run around being filthy, and it's like, dude, you're not on Mimban right now. You're you're in Emerald City Convention Center in Washington State. You're not. Get clean, you know? Yeah, for the Necrons, I'm definitely going to spray paint it because this air stuff is just not meant for this. I am wasting a tremendous amount of time with multiple coats and re-smoothing and all this. I mean, it's just not adhering right. Move it around, get a second coat on. Move it around. It's kind of like a dry brush. I did this with Necrons before. And it turned out okay, actually. But you know what? Our Necron round, which I'm going to be ready for next week. I don't know what Andrew's going to be ready for. My our Necron round, I am that's a speed round. So hell with that. I'm pulling out that shitty airbrush. And I'm going to town on it. I'll have those 5 warriors set. Move it around. And some of these areas don't even need the blue anyway. It's just going to get overwritten by browns and blacks and golds. Whoa, that is way too much. Hello, how are you? Okay, got paint in the ferrule. Thanks, guys. I understand that Andrew is going to do a maroon theme. I can't remember off the top of my head. He said which chapter has a maroon-like quality to their color. But that was several hours ago, and I can't remember. Because I'm a potato head. You know, if I was smart, I'd have put on a glove. I got tons of gloves. And I have them for expressly this purpose. Move it around, get a second coat on. Wow, this one's just not drying. Damn, this is just not adhering some places. I gotta switch primer. I'm not I'm not using that again. And before you say something like, well, it's air, so you're not supposed to use it on air, on a brush. Like, well, you know, I've seen several big-time YouTubers say, you know, you can and you should, and it's going to be fine. Move it around, get a second coat on. Man, especially this front leg. This will not move. Alright, I've essentially had it with that. I'm going to clean my brush. going to let that sit right there. Get some tissue and some solvent. Get a glove. It's Easter. What are you guys doing? You know, you're not watching me. What am I talking about? you don't have anything to do with me. There's nobody here. Excuse me. There's nobody here. 20 points to anybody who can dig up that reference. At the end of this, anybody who can get 1,000 points after me saying, dig up this reference, I'll send him a model. Gets to be my choice what model, but I'll send you it. Good. I don't have to go to the doctor tomorrow with this post-op nose check and have him think I just finger banged Smurfette there. Now, let's get cracking, huh? Time for a second coat. Ooh, you guys are disgusting. I saw the way you looked at me when I did that. Or maybe you like it like that. I don't know. I don't know that shit. That thing is not cleaning out of that fucking brush. Wow, that's really in there. Look at that shit. It's still in there. That's better. Okay. Man, my nose is just dripping. It's like it just did a fucking bump, man. Jesus. You're not going to want to see this, but my comfort takes a back. Your comfort takes a back seat to my comfort. So, oops, there we go. Right. I got an idea. I want to try something here. I have with me some contrast ultramarines blue and some calf blue clear. Wow, I could use one of those automatic mixer things, so I just brrr, like a fucking Sibian. Don't act all surprised. You know what the fuck a Sibian is. And if you don't look it up now. Wow, that thing really settled, man. Jesus. I'm going to run an experiment. Now, I can always back out of it. Sitting here spilling my fucking water. Holy crap, this stuff will not remix. I wonder if the Calf Blue Clear Air God, I'm going to have to get a fucking mixing thing for this. Whatever. You know what? I'm just going to run my experiment. Kelth Blue Air is a color I found in researching what I want to do for a Homegrown Sisters chapter. Oh, excuse me, an order. Which, copyright. Ooh. The Order of the Azure Wave. It's giving kind of a metallic sheen to it, but it's also acting like contrast. It's taking off the set. God damn. It's taking off the first coat of the air. That's insanity. Alright, so that wasn't my best idea ever. I do have some regular McCragg blue, but I definitely do not have enough for the entire box set. So with these guys, I'm just going to have to double up, buckle down, go into second coats, possibly thirds. What a pain in the ass, huh? Alright, back to it. Let's shake that shit up. Definitely not doing this with any of the other models. Not a one. I'm going to let him dry some more. He didn't work at all. Move it around, get a second coat on. See, this is much better. I think I'll use that. I think I'll try that Kelth Blue again after a second coat of regular McCragg Blue Air. Because the second coat is now adhering to the first coat. That's getting much, much better results. Probably need a third. Move it around. Move it around, you get another coat on. Move it around, get another coat on. See, these edges just don't like that. It just comes right off the sharp edges of things like the knee pads. But you know what? That does a kind of ersatz highlighting effect. Or, you know, as some people say, ersatz. Nobody says that. I don't say that. Nobody says that. Ooh, that looks like shite. That looks like absolute shite. Look at that crap. Look at this. You know, people are always saying you shouldn't do thick coats. Don't do thick coats. You lose definition. And I'm like, what? I mean, alright, I see exactly what you're saying, but what is your idea of a thick coat versus mine? See, these sharp edges like the ammo pouches, they're not working. And this leg is just not taking it. Oh my God. It's a good thing this isn't the timed one, because it's going to take forever to correct this. I fucked up terribly. I ain't ashamed to admit it. To me, responsibility is a big thing, man. I grew up reading Spider-Man. Fuck that. If I can't cop to what's fucking wrong, what I've done, who the hell am I? I'm no one. And I'm no one because my parents are dead. Oh wait, that's Batman. Ah! Excuse me. Sorry about that. You all hate me, you're not watching. Nobody's visiting, nobody knows. Yeah, with my luck, there's like 90,000 people in chat going, look at this motherfucker right here. And I'd never know, because I am busy. I'm not here for you. I'm here for me and my pal. You see all these streamers talking about, I'm here for the fans. No, you isn't, motherfucker. You're here because the fans bring advertising money. You would not be streaming video games if you could not make dough at it. Not for long. I mean, there are streamers I admire. Denny What's-His-Face and Bronze Girl and like one other. Owen Adams, that guy, he's pretty cool. But, yeah, man, you get... Nobody's not doing this for money. Alright, so these second coats are actually working pretty well. I actually like the color that the Calth Blue is doing, but it's just not adhering. It needs a second coat of regular McCrag. Ugh, this is why I usually don't assemble them. I can't get his ass crack. I can't reach it. I don't really have that much to say to you guys. I've been trying so hard to figure out what to say. And I'm just like, because I can see in a video game that you've never played before. I can get that. You're looking at something, you're running around a world, you're like, ooh, what's that? There's just built in always something to talk about. But mini painting as a stream? The hell have I got to say? Yeah, these second coats are working fine. I'm still going to try that calf. Because I think it's got a slightly different color. I think you can fill in nicely and give a nice sheen. Give an anodized kind of look, you know? That's what I was looking for with my Azure Wave Sisters of Battle. I want an anodized look. You know, when you got that silver just beneath the color, you can tell the dye of whatever sort is infused into the metal and not painted over it. That's anodizing. That's something I learned being a machinist. Anodizing is done by electricity. You didn't think you'd learn anything today, did you? It's a lot like electroplating, but dyes. Oh yeah, that one worked very nicely. That one already did. Again, I'm sorry about the nose. I am worried about this competition though, man. Andrew's done some really great minis. And you know, to be fair, my Celestine is a goddamn triumph. Some of my Battle Sisters are really, really nice. I have an Argent Shroud army, just in case you want to know. I'm very happy with the Argent Shroud because they are super fast. They're just like, we're going to go in, we're going to shoot the shit out of them, and we're going to leave victorious. And there's nothing you can do about it, and we don't have to talk about it. I was convinced when I finally read their section of the Codex, and they had that part where the Hive City was under siege by orcs, and the Imperial Guard just couldn't handle it, and it was almost completely ineffective. They were down to like 2% combat effectiveness, and the Argent Shroud drops in, doesn't say a word to anybody, wipes out the entire orc presence in just like 3 fucking days, and the only thing they say to the commander of the Imperial forces is as they're leaving, and it's just like, Sylvana, protect you. In case you didn't know, Sylvana is the patron saint of the Argent Shroud. Oh yeah, these second coats are working just fine. They're going to keep a lot of definition. They're going to keep all the definition. Move it around, get a second coat on. I am going to cheat. Some people might not think this is a cheat. Some people might. I don't know. I don't care. Yes, I know I'm not supposed to just dunk my brush in there. It's a broad stroke brush. It doesn't have to have any kind of shape to it. It just needs to get paint on the shit. Brian Stewart, holy shit, what are you doing here, baby? How you been? I didn't even see you there. I was so busy. You like my songs, man? All right, here's where the pseudo cheat part comes in. I'm gonna get these to dry faster. By drying them off faster. This is a great way to get things ready for the next coat. It doesn't affect them as long as you're not insane about the temperature. Brian, I am doing pretty well, except for you weren't here for it. I just had a septoplasty done, so I'm almost a week into trying to recover from somebody going into my nose, rooting around, taking out bones, and rearranging shit. This is going to be loud. You just keep moving it around, you know. I just blew away everything on my table, man. Ooh, that'll be good for that one. Just blew everything I had all over the fucking table. Next. Yeah, I'm on the tail end. I got a post-op appointment tomorrow. Whatever packing is left in there, whatever wadding is hanging around in my nose, that'll all get taken out tomorrow. I'll get any further instructions about what not to do. Because I haven't been able to blow my nose since Tuesday, and it's driving me up the wall. Hey, these second coats really are working quite nicely. I like doing this on the detail work, because then I can go back and correct things really, really fast. Just plop another layer of some blocking type stuff right over it. I'm so glad you came by, Brian. You're the only one. on a special project team at work. We're deploying 365, and they took like 4 of us. And it was like, you guys are going to do nothing but 365 installs, licenses, and other problems. It's really good. Things were getting a little boring. Just a couple more. I want to see what this Calth Blue does with another layer of Macragge air. Good man. You like this 3-camera setup? It's pretty sweet, right? All right, let's re-examine this. Yeah, this is going to need another coat of regular blue first. Really should be using napkins. I mean, using Kleenex for this is just wasteful. Good talking with you, Holmes. Don't be a stranger. Right, next up, one more layer of the Macragge Blue. And then we're going to see what that Calth does. And if I dig it, then we dig it. I had a little visitor. He's a good pal of mine. Likes them comic books. Alright, get back in there. Actually, I think I'm going to end this for the day when I see how this reacts to the Calth. Because my nose is absolutely killing me. I'm not supposed to be putting my head down quite this often, quite this much. Quite this far, quite this much. You know what I'm saying. Man, I can't get the paint up his ass. Oh boy. Wow, very runny. Sorry. I know that's gross, but I'm going to live my life. Okay, that's too dry. Now it's taking off the last one again. Oh, that's where that last guy went. I totally forgot I had this guy. I was like, where's my number 10th guy? Look at that. Oh, I'm such a potato head. Wait, is there somebody else in here? Holy crap, look at that. Somebody else is here. How are you, Brobomination? Some corn berserkers. That's great. It would be pretty cool if I could take these ultramarines against those corn berserkers. Or my Tau, or my girls. I really want to play. But I can't trust the people around our local shops, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they've I don't know what they've done. I don't know. Let that dry. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, this is the first coat of this guy. Looks like crap. This primer is just no good. This air stuff is no good for this primer. That's what it is. It's the combination of the two. So we just got to move it around. Get a second coat on. Move it around. It eventually works, but it's a lot of effort. I'm up in Connecticut, baby. Come on. This thing is terrible. This was a mistake. I thought I'd get away with doing it fast and easy. Then I decided I didn't want to do it the fast and easy way. And it turned out to be the long and stupid way. Well, there are a lot of fine gaming shops in the Pacific Northwest. If you ever get a chance to go up Seattle way, Gabby's in Olympia is pretty great. And my pal Andrew, whom we're doing this box set challenge against, however you want to phrase it, he's up in Tacoma. So there's plenty of people in the PNW. Are you a big con guy? Maybe when Emerald City comes back, we can talk about things then, Drag some boxes over and set up a table somewhere and go to town. That'd be pretty great, right? I gotta cheat again. Gonna be loud. Yeah, and I know some people in Eugene. I know some people in Portland. I don't know if they'd be down for tabletop, though. I know most of them do play board games of some sort. And one of them does play Magic. But I found that there's a lot of crossover, a lot of ways. So, maybe we can find a really nice night in Emerald City and have a blast. Wouldn't be the first time somebody's hung out with a stranger and had a good time. But move it around, get a second coat on. Ooh, that one was a little thicker than I intended. Oops. Just gotta keep moving it, keep moving it. Oh, man. This is not going to be a good challenge. I don't think I'm going to win this challenge, man. I'm going to have to work hard to pull this out of here because I have screwed this stuff up. On Instagram, if you go to the hashtag IC2C, Indomitus Coast to Coast, you can follow all our progress and see who comes up with the better chapter, the better looking chapter, the faster Necron development. Lots of good stuff. We're going to be having a great time for many weeks. At a bare minimum, we're going to be at this a month. But there are some things I've never done, like the bikes. That may take me some extra time. Ah, it's taking off the last coat again. Damn. Alright, I'm almost done for now because it's been another hour. But, like I said, I do want to try, now that this is going to be dry with a second coat, I do want to see what this Calth Blue does. Actually, I don't have to dry this guy, do I? I just got to do it. Get out of there. Look what I did. I done fucked up, Andy. Right. Let's see what this bad boy does. Clean off the brush. Wish I had some music, man. I ought to get some created. Alright, back to the Calth Blue. We're going to try it one more time, and then we're going to sign off. Let's load up the brush. Seems okay. Let's see what happens, baby. It's definitely brighter. Got a contrasty feel to it. It's got that anodizing feel to it. And I'm going to put up some Instagram posts about this. You can see clear and free whether we think that this Calth Air Blue stuff is going to be the miracle I want it to be. It definitely makes it brighter. I prefer the brighter to the washed out, muted stuff. God, it keeps taking off the... Keeps taking off some of the old paint, though. On the edges, they're just not good enough. Maybe it just has to dry more. Well, we're going to find out later. I'm glad everybody came by. It was nice talking to you. It was nice meeting you. Be prepared for some more tomorrow. Probably not the same bat time, though. Have a good night. I'll make an announcement on Twitter. All that shit is in the Twitch. So, have a good night.